Okay, so this is going to be a video discussing my rotary telephone setup. Haven't messed with this thing in about 6 or 7 years, and thinking about selling it, so I thought I'd make a video on it before I did that. I think I have an old video. I think it's on this. It might be on this channel showing this unit. But I'm going to talk a little bit about the unit and kind of how I operate it here. So here we have a rotary telephone. Hopefully folks know what that is. I mean, sure there's people alive now that have never seen one of these, and there might even be people out there that aren't even aware that what is a landline, things like that. But this unit is dated 1983. Says right here, sold by Wisconsin Telephone, purchase date 12/31/83 on this unit. Unit's in pretty good shape. You can see there is some rust on the feet, but other than that, this unit is in very good condition. Taking a look here, it says Bell System, made by Western Electric. That's all it says. Here in the front, these had sort of a plate showing the number of that particular telephone right on the front. So if you called someone and you didn't know what your number was, it was written right there for you to read it to them. Of course, these units use these actuation right there for the on and off hook system. And these were actually line powered units. So with this unit here, it does not use any sort of power supply. It gets its power directly from the line voltage of the phone system. I want to say that's something like 48 volts, but don't quote me on that. And I have here just another. This is just another modern line powered telephone. Now the way that I operate this is I have here, I'm here in my home office right now. I have here a Cisco model 1751V voice router, and this unit has the line card right here, VIC 2FXS. So that's the foreign exchange station line card. So this is what connects to your end analog phones. And here we have the VIC 2FXO M1. This is where you would connect your FXO, that's for the foreign exchange office. So that would actually be where you would connect to the PSTN, the public switch telephone network. And you could actually configure this with extensions and things like that and have it be connected to the actual telephone system. I don't have telephone service here, so I'm not able to do that. So what I am able to do is I'm able to set up a kind of a simple phone system to to the effect that these two phones can just call each other. I used to have SIP trunk service. You can connect these in through like a SIP trunk via the router if you connect it to the internet, and you can actually receive phone calls on the rotary phone, and you can make calls from it. Now, most modern phone systems, if you try and plug in the rotary phone, it's not going to work because pulse dialing protocols have been phased out. Even if you get a sort of modern like a modern ATA, which would allow you to connect an analog phone to a VoIP system. Most of those won't support pulse dialing, although you could probably find one that does. But you know, with this router setup, this is kind of the most ideal way to do this. Now with these Cisco routers, it does require a command line interface to configure them. So you can see here I'm actually consoled into the system, and we just have a basic phone system configured here. And in order to console into these, you have to use a serial connection. So you need like a USB to serial adapter, and then this device basically converts the serial connection to an RJ45. And these Cisco routers, they all accept RJ45 for the console connection on them. So go ahead and do a demonstration here of these units. So I believe the way I have it set up is, if I were to pick up this phone and I were to type in 101, it should call the, let's see, is that right? Yeah, it should, if I type in 101, it should call the rotary phone. And these had bell actuated, ringers on them. So I've got it on the loudest setting. So we'll see how that is. So I'll let it ring a couple of times, just so you can get the demonstration on that. So what was it again? It was, I think it's 101. Hello. Okay, so that's how that operates. And then what we'll do is we'll just do a demonstration of the dialing with this. It's going to be a little bit difficult to do one-handed. So what I have right now is I set it up so that if you call the number that's on this, it'll ring the other phone. So let's give that a try. I'm trying to do this one-handed. So this is, of course, the cool part of the system. And I'm going to reset it because there is a timeout. I don't want to take too long before I start dialing numbers. So it's 4 1 4 2 8 4 2 2 0 7. There we go. Now the phone is ringing, so we're able to answer that. And that's pretty much it. Let me just see if I can show you the. So when you actually make the dial, it makes a pulsing sound into the phone. I was trying to put it up to the speaker, see if you can hear the pulsing. It's going to be hard to hear, but let's see if you can hear it. The other unit is ringing. Hello? Okay, so that's basically a demonstration on the unit. Not really much use for this other than sort of a novelty, so I don't really mess with it too often, but thought it'd be interesting to make a video on this unit. And that's all for this one. Have a good night.